Hey, everybody, it's the Liching Hour.
Hey.
I'm the Lich, and
I
this is
was
the
gonna,
Apocabitch Roadshow.
I
What
was
you were
gonna say,
gonna
watch
what?
it go to the one that has this live, like with the muses and everything.
I
for
remembered
once.
to change it. Yeah, I remember to change it back this
It also
time.
didn't start with the raid this time.
That either.
Terrified. Everything is going correctly. What's wrong?
Oh my
Lich?
gosh. Oh my gosh. We are
What's
here.
going on?
Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, Insomnia Night. What is up? Hey, Nate. What is up with you? How are you all doing tonight? How are the Apocabitch Roadshowers? The Apocabeeps.
Pretty good.
Is that-
I have alcohol.
All right. Okay. So
We don't have long enough to
I
get
have a
into
new
all the
voice.
stuff wrong with me. Whoa.
Well, we're glad you're here, late. We're glad you're here, Pi. Okay. Where were we? So, all right, we are rejoining the Minions. As if you remember, the Minions were people from all around the realm who had felt weird and different and cast out of their own lives and felt like they weren't living the life they were supposed to. And were drawn to one purpose, to help this lady in a blue dress who ended up taking them on this crazy ass adventure where they went on an invisible bridge, broke into a prison dimension, let loose this if you guys remember, it was like a demon bat lady, released her. You ended up killing a Goliath
Smash.
Titan. We smashed its Titan.
Yeah.
And yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. And then you ended up back. You were brought back by this on the wings of this woman who drops you off right back where you started on this cliff top overlooking the ocean where the woman in blue was, and she's now gone. She had opened up a hole in the sky to show you the wheel of destiny, and you all spun the wheel of destiny, and then you exhausted and like just kind of resetting your reality, you are gathered around a campfire on the cliff that same night, when suddenly the fire kind of crackles and explodes, and pink and purple smoke come out of it. And in that pink and purple smoke, a figure rises. A slender, regal, pink-furred deer woman had appeared and spoke to you, and told you that you had a great purpose. And she had gifts for you, and she bestowed gifts upon each of you, or tried to, at least. One gift was who ended up with the Muse Orb? I forget.
I gave it to...
I think it was you tried to give it to the cleric, and then one of the wizards got it.
Yes,
Right,
I tried to give it to the cleric, and the cleric was like, nah. And so I threw it and let the wizards fight over it.
And we only have one wizard now, so
Yeah, I don't know. I think we didn't determine who won.
Oh, that's right, because Fashma's going to be the Fashma's going to be a bard. Okay.
I called one tomorrow.
So our only wizard is late. Were we giving it to a wizard? Do we want to give it to late? Who wants the Muse Orb?
My hands are like full with my axe, dude. I can't be carrying orbs around.
Yeah.
Okay,
Google
you know what? No,
something
you know what? This is going to be
but-
part of the discussion. So, she hands out these things. She hands grimoires to the spellcasters, and then she disappears, leaving a vacuum of what you thought you were kind of resetting your brain back to being in to some kind of not being so out there and weird, because you just got done with this, but now you're weird again. You're in weird place. How does each of you feel about what you just saw? I'm going to start with Floyd. How do you feel about the woman, the deer woman, who is now your patron?
Did you see that was like fucking metal? We got the blue lady first, now we got the pink lady, and like I don't know. I just feel a connection, I'm gonna write a song about this.
Nice. All right, we got a song coming from Floyd Cooper. How did you feel about it?
I think I'm in love.
You think you're
That's
in
how
love?
I
You're
feel.
in love.
I think I am in love.
Fantastic.
I think I'm in love now. My God, you sound so different. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of sexy. I kind of think it.
I'm scared.
Why is it going?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay. Boople Snoot, how do you feel after this just happened?
Boople Snoot is happy that there is another person out there who like wants to or is as she really likes that this person is like a deer person because that's what she wants to be. She wants to be a raccoon person. And so she's kind of in awe and maybe crushing a little bit, but mostly being like, I want to be that when I grow up, sort of thing.
Do you think Boople Snoot is neutral or chaotic?
At the moment, she is neutral.
Okay. Late, how do you feel about what you just saw?
Well, Wade just got the spell rope, and now he's wishing he had the spell rope for some NSFW stuff he wanted to do with the deer lady.
Well then.
Okay.
All right.
Fashma's not here. We'll ask Fashma next. Chester.
That's not my god, but is a sign of the gods. So as a paladin,
You could definitely tell because of your like kind of close, like a little bit of your deity radar. You could tell that this was not. This would be an enemy of your god.
oh, well, time to hinder the entire progress of this party from now on. Thank you very much for closing that up. You
could
opened
smell
the book, you
chaos.
wrote one sentence,
could
and you closed
literally
it.
smell the chaos radiating from the flames.
Then I guess I'd feel compelled to try and bring to law this
Yeah, if Mal-
deity-like figure. You know, like maybe I can set them on the right path by helping them at the same time.
If Mal is chaos, I should probably be chaos instead of neutral.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm gonna quick change that.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Okay. And then so late is chaos, and then Boople Snoot is, and then wait. You know what, Cooper, you're law. You
Yeah.
might not be as fine tuned. Like your senses might not be as fine tuned as Chester because Chester's following a more holy path and a deity led life. So you might not have been hit so hard with the this being, like, you know, realizing this being doesn't share the same values that you do.
Yeah.
I don't think did Mao come off as evil to any of you? That's
No.
going to be a big.
That's me. I'm in love though, so
Not to Boople Snoot.
Not to Boople Snoot.
No.
I think Floyd got very like nature's fucking metal vibes, like images of like birds swooping up smaller animals and flying into the sky with them. Just the natural order.
See,
What's up, Big Jim?
chaos is not inherently evil. It just lacks the control of
True.
the harder definition, you know? Structure. There you go.
So, as you guys are talking around the campfire about what just happened, and the quest that she laid upon your feet to travel north to Fieri's Dive, Oh, she also gave you something else. It was like we called it the Pokemon ball, but it was the it was also another artifact that Chester, you were like you didn't want anything to do with. But supposedly it was a sphere that it was a key to unlocking the prison of more entities that are going to help you guys reclaim. This is how it was presented to you: reclaim your destinies, your rightful destinies.
Oh, right. We got 2 orbs to ponder. I forgot.
Yeah. So let's divvy those 2 up. One's the Muse Orb, and one is this other, the prison key.
All right, there's no volunteers. I'll take the prison key.
Yeah, that's how I was just gonna give you the prison key.
Yeah.
Literally gonna do that. Okay.
That's my patron. I got the quest. Let's go. I got a job to do.
Late just casually grabs the Muse's orb whenever everybody else is looking at the key and just hides it in their robe.
Okay. That would make sense. The wizard would want the Muse Orb.
Just ever so casually picks it up and just sticks it in there and then acts like it doesn't exist.
Once per day, you can use the Muse Orb. We'll roll a 1d6, and a magical little being will come that you could use to do anything non-combat. It won't attack or do anything for you like that, but it will do simple tasks for you.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
What's that, Cooper?
It's an okay.
It's an ope?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Cluck, cluck, cluck. Ugh. All right, so yeah. All right, so we've divvied up those 2. The Late got a grimoire. Fashma got we'll just say it's a poem book or something, right? Because they're going to get 1 spell. A bard can have a grimoire too, or songbook. We'll call it a songbook. Floyd, you got spells too. So we're going to start our journey. We're going to be heading north off from where you guys are currently. Let's see that. So you are currently on the shore here. You're going to be traveling north to Fieri's Dive up here near the pit. The pit, the chasm. Ignore this for yet. This is you're going to be your first destination. As you before you leave, or maybe on that first length of the journey, the spellcasters are going to attempt to cast the spells they were given, study and cast them. And when you do, we're going to determine what's called a mercurial magic and the manifestation, how the magic manifests itself from you, and what happens because of you casting those spells. So we'll start with Floyd. Floyd, what 2 spells were
That's
in your
me.
grimoire?
I had Invoke Patron and Ekim's Mystical Mask.
All right. So we won't worry about... we do have to worry about Invoke Patron, because you might cast that. Yeah, you might be casting that.
And then I think you said I also got the Love Sack, but...
Oh, yeah, you got Love Sack, too. You were bestowed with the... let's say this. You cast the Patron Bond spell. You were given the Patron Bond spell because you're an elf. You actually grew up knowing that you could do that. And I think what would make the most sense is that you invoked Mao later. Like, you saw this, you're like, okay, I'm going to cast Invoke Patron. I want to make her my patron. And you do so successfully, and you were awarded a spell, which is Love Sack. Let's start with Akum's Magical Mask, though. So you can use that as a way to protect yourself from fear and other things.
It's my stage makeup.
Exactly. Akum's Mystical Mask. All right, so first off, let's roll the Mercurial Magic table. It's a D100, and you get to... do you have a luck modifier?
I have a +2.
Oh, okay. +2 is plus 20% on the check.
Ooh. Is that a choice, or is it automatically applied?
This percentile roll is adjusted by their luck modifier times 2. So it is the higher, the better, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 36, so would it be 56?
56, yeah. 56. So when you cast this spell, no change. There's a range between 41 and 60 where the spell manifests as standard. But let's roll a 1d4.
1d4.
3.
3.
All right, so whenever you cast it, your head becomes momentarily blurred, and the mask is in place once the distortion passes. So it's like you blur out, and then suddenly you have your mask.
Instant makeup.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, let's do Invoke Patron now. Go ahead and roll a 1.
Same rolls?
Yep.
Just add the... So...
Oh, yeah.
55!
These fucking spell books should all be Dickon Bibles. They should have, like the grimoires you've given should have poems in them from Emily, for sure.
Yeah.
Basically the exact same roll.
The exact same roll. Okay, so no mercurial magic, and Invoke Patron is... Oh, it varies. Okay. Mao.
Oh, Mao
let's talk to
thing.
Mao. Mao, let's summon Mao. Whenever Floyd invokes your name and tries to summon you, what should happen as part of that? What if... Go ahead.
I feel like it's a little voice in the back, like an additional voice in addition to the muses being like, hey Mao. But it's Floyd's voice.
And I think when you cast it, these ethereal horns appear for a little bit, just for a few seconds while you're casting it. When it's actually connecting, it's like they come into view when you've connected with Mao. Like they'll flash if you roll badly. They'll just be there and gone.
Yeah.
Can they deflate with a sad trombone sound if I fail?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then finally,
Love
sack. Yeah.
And give me something weird.
And then I already got the
I crave the weird. 61. Is that still in the same range? Oh, no, it's just out of the range.
Just out of range. 61. Loud enough for you? Due to the ineffable demands of magic, this spell must be shouted when cast, effectively negating any chance of the caster remaining undetected before the casting is completed. So I think you would make a really loud guitar sound if you wanted to. And then you hear, "Here you go," as Budadiah's voice.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't do the bud voice as well as Greek can.
No, that manifestation is the Budadiah thing.
Yeah.
And then yet again, a 3 for the
No, the manifestation is the bud thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you cast it, if you've got a bag that you've specified as being your love sack bag, every time you go to you make that noise and cast it, you'll hear Budadiah say, if you succeeded, Bud will say, "Here you go," and throw you something, depending on what you cast. I mean, what you rolled. Okay. Late. On the road, as you begin traveling, you, or maybe later that night, because why would you wait? Later that night, you try out your spells. First one's rope work. Can you roll? Are you in the roll 20? Can you roll a 1d100?
D100, huh?
Yeah, and then let's see what you got for luck.
6.
6! And your luck is also +2. So 26. 26. Whew. Okay. It's on the bottom half. Yeah. Auditory feedback. All right, so whenever you cast rope work, you have auditory feedback. The spell is always associated with unusual sounds. Go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Well, before we continue that, so I have a spidey senses. They just don't work right.
Well, no, it's just this. Whenever you cast a spell, these sounds come with it. So whenever you cast it, you hear, roll a 1d6. You hear faint whispers. And maybe everybody else does around you. Can you write that in your sheet? If not, I can.
I don't have my sheet pulled up.
I got you right here. Rope work, mercurial effects, auditory, feedback, whispers. All right, now give me a 1D. Oh, let's go find rope work. I gotta see what it says. They're all different. Usually they're 1D4, could be 1D6. Ooh, here we go. Rope work 153. All right, give me a 1D4.
One.
The rope explodes from the ground like a serpent, then changes to look like rope.
Yes.
Okay, now ventriloquism. Go ahead and roll a 1D100.
Next thing you know, I roll 100 on this one. No, 35.
Plus 20 is 55, no change.
Oh.
Yeah, roll a 1D4.
Flash. Three.
3, sparkling air. So whenever you cast ventriloquism, the air around you sparkles.
I have one question. How many times can I cast a spell?
All right, so the way you cast spells in DCC is you're going to make a spell check. You're going to roll a 1d20. It's going to be plus your level. Right now, 1 plus your personality, I believe. So and then you'll add that, and then if you roll a 11 or less, you will have failed and you lost the spell for the rest of the day. So you can cast it as many times as you want, per round, however long it lasts. Like ventriloquism lasts 1 round or more, depending on your concentration. But you'll be able to keep casting it all day long. There's no spell slots, is my point. You just don't want to roll, and this goes for, I think, almost every spell. You don't want to roll 11 or less. If you roll a 1, something might happen. You might misfire, you might get corrupted. Different things can happen.
And we're going to start up technically the day after this, so if I cast a spell and it immediately fails, I'll still have a spell for this session?
If you rolled it right now and you failed, for this session, it depends on how we do days. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that can happen. Like, if we get into somewhere and we're, dealing with shit, unless you get a rest or a day goes by, you will be without a spell. You could be, in theory, roll both of them and be out of both of them. If you fuck up the rolls. But remember, you can spin luck, although it's finite, doesn't necessarily come back. And I was explaining spell burn, too. I'll explain that next time you actually go to cast something important. Because you don't want to be spell burning all the time.
I was going to cast some spells.
Well, not yet. Hold on. We haven't gotten this. This first part is going to be a little bit more from like 30,000 feet. More of the story as we go. So you guys have tried out your, we don't want that. We do want that. We've started on the road. Is there anything else you guys want to do in camp?
On the road again.
Right. What do you want to? You want to try out your spell? You actually want to roll it? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, I was going to at camp use both my spells to see how they worked.
Okay.
But I was going to do
let's
it
do
in
it.
a funny way.
All right, roll it. Let's do it. You're going to show everybody your spells. Show them your spells. All right, so let's do this. Roll. Let's try ventriloquism first. Roll a 1d20.
2.
You failed.
I failed my first spell. Sounds about right.
Try rope work. The air around you glittered, but then that was it. And then it didn't happen. Go ahead, try the next one.
Please don't fail on me now. Great.
Everybody's like, yeah, okay, I'm tired. We're gonna go to sleep now. We're gonna head on out.
I have emotional damage.
All right, so the road's long. You're going to be moving from the western coast up north to Fury's Dive. We're also going to say that Mao blessed you with a map of sorts, a crude one, but something to give you kind of an idea of where you need to go. Because this isn't like, there's no road maps, right?
Is it drawn on the back of a diner menu in crayon?
Yeah.
Yes.
And nacho cheese.
Yeah, there's nacho cheese blotches on it.
You have a strange connection to this nacho cheese for some reason.
I'm going to eat a little of the nacho cheese. What type of nacho cheese is it?
Nacho cheese?
No, is it
Is it
spicy?
spicy?
Is it not spicy?
Oh. No. It's spicy.
So, a couple days into your travel, you're walking along a forest path and you hear the grunting of an animal. It seems to be coming from the midst of this huge mess of a fallen tree. And as you get a little closer, you see this great white stag. Its antlers are huge and shimmering with gold, and its fur glittering like silver. The stag's hind legs and rear are stuck beneath the fallen tree. You're just sure as you look at its deep black eyes, it's pleading for you to help. But you know those antlers would be like worth a small fortune. What are we doing? Do we try to save it? Or did we try to save it? Or did we walk by? Or did we kill it?
Booples Snoot is interested in saving it.
Wait is
I
also
feel like-
interested in saving it.
We're just contacted by a dear deity, so seems like
Yeah.
a task.
Floyd definitely, feels a kinship with the deer creatures. He definitely wants to save the deer now.
Save it.
Okay, so those of you who wanted to save it, let's somebody do a strength check and get advantage. So roll 2d20. Whoever's got the
It's the
best.
strongest.
Yeah.
Not me.
Have 0.
Do any of us have a positive strength mod?
I have
No.
a +1, maybe.
Oh, you have a +1?
I think maybe.
No. You got a +1 stam and a +1 intelligence.
Yeah, I've got a
Was it
-1.
Fosh
Booples Snoot's
that had
stats
the
are
plus?
awful.
Fashma is +1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll roll it.
Somebody roll, yep. 2d20.
You know, I think I can do this an infinite number of times. Check.
I
Hey,
got
little bones.
16 and 11.
16, 17. Well, you got an 18, didn't you? You got a 17 +1, 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me? -1.
Oh, no, you're rolling, but it was rolling for Fashma.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it was 18 then.
Yeah. So you managed to lift up and move enough of the stuff away for it to get up. Its legs were pinned, but were not crushed. As it gets up, you realize just how big this thing was. It's like 9 feet tall at the head, not even counting the horns. It kind of
This is like a moose.
it shakes itself off and kind of looks at you and lowers its head a little bit, as in a thank you, and then trots off.
I bow back to it. It's the only polite thing to do.
Booples Snoot chitters.
Alright, see you later, cousin.
That next morning, you wake up and there's this large, scrappy dog laying next to your fire.
How scrappy.
Buddy.
Yeah. What do we? He seems to be pretty interested in whatever. Will you want to feed him? He seems to be interested in whatever you
I will
got to
give
eat.
him. I'll give him some of my food. If nobody else wants to, I will. Otherwise, I'll sit
Bird.
back.
You find that as long as you feed him, he sticks around. Do you want to name him?
Scrappy.
B.
Fluff. I want to name him Fluffy.
Does everybody want to name him Fluffy?
Scrap Fluff.
Scrap Fluff.
Fluff scrap.
Yes.
You guys can go back and forth with what you want to name him. But he is going to be an NPC and joined your crew as long as you keep him fed. Armor class
Yeah.
12, 6 hit points. He attacks with teeth and claws. Oh wait, you guys can see this on stream, but I'm gonna open it up so you can see it.
I don't want to.
Now you guys should all be able to see him.
I can see his bio and info. But I don't want him to go into battle because he's a pupper.
He looks like he's been in lots of battles. He's 5 years old. Oh. He's well, okay, you don't. I mean, he doesn't have.
I don't want him to die.
He's a lawful aid dog. He looks like he's been around the block.
Okay.
He definitely looks like a survivor.
I completely agree with Boopelsnoot, I think it was, who doesn't want them to fight. Yeah. I just want to give him lots of head pats and cuddles.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to travel with you, so we'll see. We'll see.
I'll check him for ticks.
We need to heal him up. He's all bloody. I have the ability to possibly cast rope today. I could possibly get some rope for them.
You want to roll it?
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm going to roll to see if I can get them a chew toy.
Okay.
Let's see how big of a failure I am. I still fail.
Oh.
Exactly. It's exactly it, Crow. I will put my life on the line before anything comes to harm this majestic pupper.
Majestic pupper. Look at him.
You know I'm sending all of them right at it. Everything wants to kill the dog.
No!
I jump in front of everything attacking the dog and scream, "Ree!"
Wasn't like the one specifically bashing in animal heads? Or was that one of the other ones?
No, I was specifically bashing everybody's head in.
Oh yeah, you need to tell us.
animal.
You changed late. Was completely changed by the Wheel of Destiny. How was what was that transformation like? What kind of late person is late now? What's up, Radio Man? Unknown parts in the Outlands. How is it? We're traveling in unknown parts of the Outlands.
Hey.
We just got a dog. We got dog meat.
A dog.
So,
dog meat. Hell yeah.
Late's entire personality is still the same. He still bashes in dead people's heads.
Ooh.
But now he's not terrified of animals.
Oh, well, that's good.
In fact, the only reason he likes the party is because he remembers them as not zombies.
Okay.
An important distinction.
Yes.
But whenever he meets an NPC, other than Mal, he is going to automatically assume they're a zombie until they start speaking. If they do not speak, they are not zombie. Or if they do not speak, they are zombie. If they speak, they are not zombies.
Okay.
And the reason for this...
Thanks, Radio Man. Same for you. May your campfire produce many s'mores.
The main reason for all of this is one time he saw somebody who was supposedly dead, but they weren't. They were just buried early.
Oh.
Come out of the grave. And everybody convinced him that was a zombie. And then he squished their brains. And it went down that way. He assumes everyone is a zombie now until they speak to him. This party is excluded from this view of zombies.
That's good. I can't wait till we meet some real zombies. All right, so about 2 or 3 days later, it's pretty uneventful. But you, as you're traveling along the road, again, a little bit of a forest. Like small forests, nothing big. You hear that there's a forest much larger to the northeast, or northwest, but this is kind of a smaller deal. But you hear chanting of a bizarre song coming from somewhere ahead, a beautiful chorus of voices in an unknown language. As you near, you climb some stone steps off to the side of the path. The trees no longer giving shade to that. An ancient place lies before you, dripping in magic and sparkling energy. A large rune glows amidst the swaying blades of grass. Several men and women in dark and kind of darkish green robes are performing some kind of ritual here, enraptured by the magic so much that they do not take notice of your presence. Beside the glowing rune stands a young girl. She's bound by chains of energy and appears to be in a great deal of pain. She does notice you and looks to you, eyes pleading.
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
Can I do some sort of check to see if this is a bad ritual? I don't think I'm going to do well at this check, but is there any sort of check that I can check to see if this is... Are they going to sacrifice this girl? Has she done anything wrong? What's happening here?
Right. Yeah, I'll let you roll for sure.
Okay.
What's up? And hey, Crazy C, what's up with you? Some real talking zombies.
What should I roll?
Let's do. It's going to be intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some of that.
What's a 14 get me?
A 14. Okay, so what I'm going to say is you don't get necessarily an evil or chaotic vibe from these hooded people.
Okay.
So you're not quite sure what's going on here. But
Okay.
it's definitely, it doesn't feel like it's something like that their actions are necessarily aligned with chaos.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna wait till everybody does what they want before I say my thing.
Just in case things go south, let's try casting Ekham's mystical mask. Let's put my battle makeup on.
Yeah.
So
Floyd, that's
The war.
all right, so these first encounters, I just want to kind of we'll just narrate. So you guys tell me what you did, and then we'll retroactive if you put on a mask or do whatever. My point is we're not gonna play them out round by round. Is my point.
I just wanted to see if my spell actually failed or
Oh,
not.
nice.
Oh, hey.
You're not me.
All right, so
I'm protected from basilisks.
14
yeah.
plus. All right, it's still in 14s. Yeah, such as that against gaze attacks, such as that from a basilisk. The caster enjoys a +4 bonus to saving throws of any type against gaze attack.
The gaze attack.
The gaze attack. Yeah.
That's all I could hear.
The gays are attacking.
Yeah.
Google Snoot will restrain herself from attacking what Floyd's
It's a
mask, I
homophobic
guess.
spell. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
I mean, how long ago was DCC made? Like, is that within the realm?
The
When that
gays
was a
are
big
It's
sentiment?
gaze with a Z. It's gaze with a Z.
Oh, okay.
It's gaze with a Z.
The gays are
It's okay. We're fine. It's not homophobic. Okay.
Just double checking.
Yeah. So hopefully nobody's gonna try to look at you weird, Floyd. What do you guys want to do?
Gay and
Are you guys
attack.
so the options were: did you keep walking? Did you try to stop their ritual?
Oh, I'm waiting for everyone else to say what they're gonna do. But after that, Late's just gonna run in there with a shovel and bash the first thing he sees with the head. Which happens to be one of the people with the hood up, because he just hears ominous chanting and he doesn't know who's doing it.
Wait,
Just keep walking.
is that your vote, Cooper?
Yeah, I would keep walking.
Yeah, I think Google Snoot also will keep walking.
Floyd,
But we can't.
Whatever they're doing.
it's their business.
Hmm.
Chester,
Yeah.
do you want to roll?
Sure. What am I
Roll
rolling?
willpower.
I have a +1
Wait,
to this.
is there will? Or is
Yeah.
there, no, that's saving throws. I'm thinking personality. Let's do personality.
I still have a +1. That's a dirty 20.
Shit. You sense something very lawful going on here.
All is good. I will keep walking.
And the girl, you sense chaos from the girl.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Can I join? Can I lend my divine smite into this ritualistic sacrifice?
You feel like this is not your god, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is not your god's thing, but you just know that it's not a chaos thing for sure.
Not your circus, not your monkeys.
Yes. Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, I feel better about walking past.
Okay. All right. So you guys all
Floyd's seeing the others. He's gonna keep going. He's like, well, they're chill with it. I'm not gonna fuss. Go with the flow, man.
And then there's Late, who's running in, screaming a battle cry as he smashes one of the people doing the ritual in the head.
Are you really?
That's
Can
what I
we
wanted to do.
restrain him?
Yeah.
Floyd probably
We're
goes
all
to
walking
retrieve Late.
away, and we look back.
Jesus Christ, we don't know this guy.
I like to imagine Floyd just grabbing Late by like the scruff of his head and saying, "Come on, let's go."
They are all zombies I must kill!
Not everybody you interact with are zombies.
They are zombies! They're chanting!
Zombies don't chant.
Can't speak.
Do you
If
know
they're chanting,
this?
that means they're not zombies.
Do
Yeah.
you know this?
Yes,
For a fact?
100%. I am a paladin.
Look at that beard. I think he's trustworthy.
All right, let's do this.
It is glorious.
Let's do a contested strength check just to determine whether or not Lake gets to go do what he wants to do, otherwise being held by Chester or multiple people. So,
Okay.
Late roll. We'll leave it up to the dice. We'll let the dice decide. No mod, so 9. Oh,
18.
Jesus. The paladin grabs you and restrains you.
No. Let's keep walking. We're walking this way.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
So a little while later, you hear something, and behind you, that girl comes running up, and she introduces herself. Hi, I'm Inti. Thank you so much. I think I saw you, but thank you so much for not interfering. I was possessed by an evil spirit, and they were cleansing me. But now I'm afraid to go home because the things that the spirit made me do, and then her face gets real dark and scary for a second. Then she brightens back up. She goes, "Are you adventurers? Do you need a hand? Do you need something? I can." Go
A
ahead.
lawful companion.
Did it make you commit tax fraud?
I don't know what taxes is, sir. Oh, yeah, I guess we do know what taxes is.
Yes, I introduced taxes into every D&D game I've ever, every RPG I'm ever in.
Her name is Inti Wheat Thresher. She is 19 years old, also lawful. Muscled, strong-willed, lucky. Wants to find loyal companions and be charitable. She charges 4 copper a day. Who wants to be the bookkeeper?
I will.
Yeah, bookkeeper. Like of how much gold you guys have, how much money you have, and then how much you're paying. The dog just wants to be fed.
I am a dwarf. I could.
Well,
Sorry, I didn't understand.
we do got to pay into. She Greed said they're a dwarf, and they could do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Cooper. I
I'm
mean.
also a dwarf. I'm curious behind that logic. But okay.
Well, you're a paladin. You're not a dwarf.
So we have two hirelings. We have the dog, Fluffy Spark or Scruff Fluff,
Fluffy Spark.
Fluffy Scarp Park, and Inti Wheat Thresher. Inti's young, Cable. She's got her own flail. She does a D6 points of damage. Yeah. Okay, so then we moved on.
Boom, 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 boom.
Heading north now. You know that many miles away, marked on your map, is a big, large city, but you go kind of north between that. Here you find a decent-sized town. It's a small city. It's not as big as Detroit, but it's still pretty big. You're making your way out of town when you're stopped by guards, but not in a bad way. They're like some nobles are out for an evening walk, and one kind of hints that one's the mayor and some other nobles are out for an evening walk, and everyone else needs to take a different road. But just as you're like talking to them, you kind of glance up, you see these shadows move across the roofs. And then you see a cocked crossbow. Both of them. There's assassins up hidden, a couple assassins hidden up on the roof that look like they have their crossbows aimed at the noble and the mayor.
Oh no!
Did you yell out to the guards to warn them, or did you just walk away? Not your monkey, not your circus.
Can I say what Late wants to do
Oh, Jesus Christ!
before everything else?
Yes, yeah, sure.
Late wants to use his rope spell. Hopefully he can cast it today to grab one of their legs and pull them down. Because that seems like it'd bring a lot of chaos, just as a general statement. A chaotic situation. Yoink!
Well, so that sounds like you wanted to help. So what does everybody else think? Did you want to alert the guards and the mayor, the noble?
I don't know anything about these people, and so no, Booplesnoot's probably not going to want to help.
So is this the mayor or a noble mayor?
A mayor and a noble.
Okay, so two individuals.
Yes, two nobles. One's a mayor, one's the mayor of the town, and one's a nobleman.
Got it. Well, nobles got noble through monetary means, and that falls in line with my deity of commerce.
You're also lawful. Like, it kind of makes sense that, like, lawful, you would be like, hey, wait, there's...
And the mayor is a dutifully elected individual.
Right.
So I will, hopefully, dutifully elected individual. I'll definitely shout out to these guys.
So same with, like, maybe Cooper, too. All right, so...
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like late, Cooper... Okay, Cooper and Chester. So Boople's like, not my fight, and then they just yell out... Too late, though.
Our fight.
You yell out, but a little too late. The action begins. One of the guards takes a bolt and then throw. So you have to spring into action. Give me a strength or agility check, Chester. We'll have Chester do it since you're the paladin rushing in.
Zeros to both.
Actually, let's roll your rope spell.
Hopefully I can get higher than a 9.
Is that your roll, late, or is that yours, Chester?
That's mine.
Chester.
All right, what's your?
Chester.
Oh, finally.
Okay. 14 plus 2. Do you have a personality? Yeah, I don't think you do. So it's plus 1. So 15. Caster summons a rope as a bursts out of the ground. Command it to rearrange yourself in any shape. So right now this would only have allowed you to this, but we're gonna do this because we're just kind of storytelling at this point. You cast a rope spell. You manage to tie up one of the assassins and bring him down. So both of them get caught. The other guards catch one. Chester tries but doesn't manage to do it. You, however, your rope manages to get the one who was escaping, and he gets tripped. So both assassins get caught. Because of that, you guys are awarded 20 gold pieces.
Late charges at the one that he caught because they haven't spoken, starts beating him with a shovel.
Yeah, can we, do they reek of chaos?
Absolutely.
Can this be a public execution?
That's what you guys wanted to do. Jesus Christ.
Well, assassins
Cooper.
also...
Yes. Yeah.
Cooper, 1 gold piece is 10 silver, and 1 silver is 10 copper. So basically, 1 gold piece is 100 copper pieces. Just so for your bookkeeping.
And I, with Fashma, provide musical accompaniment for the public execution.
Okay, so since we're gonna make such a big impression in this town, let's name it, and let's discuss how they view you. Afterwards.
I want to name it.
Well, we just saved a noble and the mayor.
That's true.
That's got to be pretty positive outlook on us.
Unless they hated the mayor and the noble.
True.
Then they might hate us.
Are you saying the town? Are you suggesting the town? These innocent townspeople hired would-be assassins?
All right, we need a name for this
zombies.
town. Crazy C, you got a name for this town? It's here between Windrest Grove and Here Be Trolls and Ravenmore. Detroit.
Do we have any gold before that 20 gold, or are we starting off with just the 20?
Good question. Did we end up with any kind of... We should check our sheets.
No, I didn't have any money.
I believe I did. Way back. Not currently, but... other
I had 29 copper, but...
Okay,
Oh, there you go. There you go.
No, 28 copper, because I had to use my sling.
All right, anybody
Okay.
who's got a name for the town? Oh, Crazy's blank right now. Thank you. All right, so it's blank. The town of blank.
Town.
Or blank right now. What do you guys like? Blank or blink right now?
Blank 182.
Oh, I was
Blank
gonna do
182.
blank 281.
So blink 182. I'd like 182.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first word's already changed. We don't need to subverse both of the words.
Blink 281. Blink 281. Oh, yeah. All right. The minions saved the mayor. Put on big show for public execution. Our town heroes. Okay.
And Late continually bashed in the one until it stopped moving.
That was the
It never
execution.
spoke because it
I
was
was really
gagged.
hoping the Wheel of Destiny kind of cured Late of this shit, but okay. Too bad.
This is who Late is. Are you trying to change who Late is, Lich?
I mean,
Well,
that's
that's
kinda
the-
good.
There's other ways I can do it. Okay.
No,
Alright.
in this instance, it's just psychotic nature coming out.
Yeah. I
It
get
sounds
that.
pretty chaotic.
I get that.
Do we need to extend this public execution?
I'm working for you.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you're working for me.
It's the will of the dear God, bro. Rules of nature.
It is the way.
But that's
This
not
is the
my
way.
God.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay. Okay. A gentleman steps out of the crowd. Okay, so after the festivities are done and you're about to leave, a very, very large person steps up to you and introduces themselves as Mox Brainbreaker. And you can see by his muscles that, the Brainbreaker part probably, comes from his skill at wrestling. He's good at with his fists, he says. He's good, and he wants to make a name for himself, and he's wondering if you're hiring.
I think I'm in love again.
I mean, yeah, way to just luck out on last names there. It just really
Right.
fits the whole persona here.
Oh wait, NT, I did not open up NT. I gotta show everybody. All right, so NT's character sheet's here. There we go. Now everybody can see NT. And then Mox Brainbreaker is gonna be same. So
Is he lawful?
Mox is chaotic. Wrestler. Strong, nimble, and huge. Wants wealth and personal glory. He charges 5 silver a day.
Oh,
The reason being, though, is because save changes. He's a level 1. He's a bruiser, level 1. He's got 12 hit points and 12 armor class. Hits with his hands. He's got a leather mask because he's a wrestler. A knife and some ashes in a tin. Don't ask him why. Starts with 15 copper pieces. So what we're gonna do I'll tell you how many days in just a second. But all right. So that's Mox Brainbreaker.
Yeah, I'm in love again.
Does that mean you're willing to foot the bill?
Oh.
Or
We did just get 20 gold from this place.
seduce if the bill gets too large?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
I offer myself as tribute.
First session, and we're kind of offering a roundabout way of prostitution.
Bloodthirst.
But it's
What's up,
okay,
Nate?
because it's consensual.
Thirst indeed.
Oh shit! I activated drown bombs. And I don't remember.
An existing town has become under the control of a benevolent
Us.
force. Which is it, and what is
Oh,
that for?
yeah, this one. This one?
Like 182.
Ignore this. This is a
281.
personal roll.
Oh, is it still 281? I don't know
I don't know.
anymore.
It's math that requires too much.
What's
Yeah.
my age again?
right.
What's your age again?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want
Yeah.
to be?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That's a Blink 182 song.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
This guy doesn't know Blink 182.
No,
He's
the
probably
only-
listening to Creed.
I love the woohoo song, but that's it.
Thumbs wide open.
You stop it.
The Woohoo song?
Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, Blink 182?
That's not. No.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't remember who that is, but that's the guy. That's the guy from Gorillaz. He's not in Blink 182.
Are you thinking about Blur?
Blur. I'm thinking Blur. Yep. Hey, it's letter B.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is true.
Okay, so yeah, thank you. Song number 2. Thank you. The existing town has become under the control of a benevolent force. Which is it? What is the force? Are we saying it's Blink 182 and it's you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for
everything about that.
Thank you for cementing that, Plaid. We just saved a mayor of a town, and we're moving on. Okay, so we're gonna say 3 days later, Cooper. You guys get to another really small. This one's not even a town. This one's just a little village. A small village begs you to help them. A gang of goblins have established a base at the crossroads outside of town and are robbing people. Will you help them? They have food to give you if you are willing to help. They don't have any gold or money, but they have food.
Yeah, I could go for some grub.
Do you help them? So,
Hell yeah.
okay, so you go out to meet the goblins, and you're kind of confused about this whole, like, they establish a base at the crossroads. What you see is this large wagon, and it's like got spikes and shit. It's like this wagon fortress that they set up in the middle of the road, and you're kind of like impressed by it. It stands like 10 feet tall. It's like large, and as you approach, this one comes riding out on a pig.
Okay.
Is this
it
one
stops.
covered in grease? Is this one covered in grease?
This one is not
and
covered in
smells
grease.
like pee?
No, it's a goblin riding a pig. He goes skirt, and then does any of you speak goblin?
I speak hobgoblin.
I'd say it's pretty close.
No,
It
I only
speaks-
I
speak
speak bugbear.
Plaid says yes. Of course he did.
Bugbears are a type of goblin.
I pretend to speak raccoon, but other than that,
It
my only
speaks
language is
common.
common.
Yeah. You keep moving. We give you 50 gold and trinket. And he holds up, and something shines in his hand, glitters in the sunlight. You keep walking. 50 gold.
That seems
Why
like
are these
bribery.
goblins so loaded?
Right? No, stop.
They've been
harassing
robbing
that
people.
town. Yeah, no, stop harassing that town. Go somewhere else.
Huh?
Or that's a different town.
You mind your business. Take money.
No,
I will take that money.
bold of you to assume that I.
We
can
could
be
take it in
bought.
other ways.
That's true.
Yeah.
Late looks over to see how NT is currently looking like at the moment.
Oh, well, the hirelings are just gonna do what you guys do. So the option here was: did you take the bribe and just keep walking, or did you attack the goblins?
I'm interested in
Attack.
attacking.
Not interested in attacking. I will just take the gold, but that's just me.
Okay,
I want their wagon.
All right, so did you? All right, did you go up and take their gold and act like you're going to not attack and then attack? Cooper?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna take the money and go.
All right. Well,
I
these
was
guys
not
wanted to
gonna
fight.
attack.
So the
Okay.
subsequent battle is actually pretty tough, man. They were like all kind of. They got a bunch of goblins. Once you started attacking this wagon, like they just started pouring out. It was actually pretty bad. One of you got hurt so bad you got scarred. At the end though, you're searching. You won. You killed all the goblins except for maybe one or two who escaped with all their treasure.
No.
So one of you got scarred. Who was it? And
Can
what?
that be me? Because I didn't want to do this.
Sure.
Mentally,
Tell us what your scar
mental
is and
scar.
add it to your sheet. However,
Yeah, okay.
However, the village is super thankful to you and give you a week's worth of food. So your rations are all like set up, and especially for feeding the dog, you got to keep the dog fed or it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then a gentleman approaches you, by the name of Enz. He's a woodcutter, and he's interested in joining you. Enz. He is also a level 1. He's got 11 armor class and 7 hit points. Let's see. He is lawful woodcutter, 21 years old, determined, survivor, and loyal. He charges 3 silver a day.
His scar looks like Tyrion's across his face.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But like in the book, how half his nose is missing.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Enz log splitter, woodcutter. What was our drama bomb? A new town is infamous for something diabolical. Name and place the town, and what is it infamous for?
It's a small village, and it's infamous for always getting goblin attacks.
What I was thinking is, Plaid, why don't you tell us what the new town is and what it's infamous for? And then we'll place it on the map. I don't have the full map. I can pull it up, though. Okay. Doop 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 boop 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 doop. 2 days later, you are going to arrive in Fieri's Dive, the town that sits about 2 miles from the gigantic chasm that stretches across a lot of the northwest of Aerith. And we're going to visit Fieri's Dive right after our break.
Okie dokes.
By the time we get back with our break, maybe Plaid's giving us a town with a diabolically infamous thing going on there. All right, we will see you guys in 10 minutes. More Apocabitch Roadshow.
Sleep tight.
Huh. Meat. 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 Meat. Huh. Meat. Huh. Huh. Only at Questmart.
All right, King of Sunset, do you want to get in on this fuckfest?
Let all fist grandma.
Oh.
Hello.
Mao. Is it time to bring Xlandra?
It's time. Did you get her?
I did. I
Thank
have her
you.
now.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're bringing Xlandra?
Yes, we are.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Lich loves McTeddy. I want to lie with McTeddy in the biblical sense. Camera. Project. Cupcake. Minstrel. Minstrel. Project. Camera. Project. Cupcake. Project Minstrel. Project Minstrel. Project. Cupcake. Cupcake.
Put the sign to closed. Okay, we can do that. Closed. God damn it! God damn it! Ah! No!
It looks awful.
I got you.
Well,
You're mine now,
Yes,
sweet
it's
summer slime.
I'm in the Lich's dungeon.
You're in my dungeon pocket. You're the treasure in my dungeon pocket.
Is that what's happening here?
I don't like advertising in like friendly spaces.
And we're back, and I got the map up. Okay, everybody can hear us. Yeah. Okay. All right. So potato. Okay. So turn undead back into regular people. Oh, rumored for reverse. Bring in people back to life. Oh, I love it a lot. Okay. Without magic. So potato, the system of timeshares and distant tropics. What if potato is over here on the shore, kind of opposite Boatlandia? You know what I'm saying? And they offer, whether it's actual a thing or not, they offer like you could get a boat and go join Boatlandia. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That sounds perfect.
But on the shore, they gotta watch out for zombie tsunamis.
That we're gonna have to watch that. You know that, right? Does everybody else know what we're talking about?
Yes.
No.
Okay, there's a movie with the guy from Sharknado. I think it's called Zombie Tsunami. It's a tsunami with zombies inside the water.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. There's a preview.
Fantastic.
There's a preview on YouTube. All right, so
That's Light's worst fear.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, so Potato, thank you, Plaid. Potato is there on the coast. They offer you boat rides out to Boatlandia, and maybe there's a con there where they'll sell you boat space, but it really all you got to do is go out and lash up in Boatlandia, and you know what I mean. There isn't anything you have to actually pay, but here we go.
Potato.
Okay, Potato, and then we want to add blank 182, and that'll be here. Blank 182 is a minor city, so we'll. No. Make it a little smaller. Everybody see that on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Blink 182 or wait, what is it? Yeah. Okay. Three days later, we arrive in. Fiery's Dive. Fiery's Dive.
We made it.
We made it.
Super long journey, but worth it.
Yeah, your slightly bigger party. You're now, 10. Well, 9 and a dog.
The dog counts.
Fiery's Dive. There's the first thing you notice as you're coming into town, because it's rather big, is there's a statue, which you can only assume is Gal Fieri. It's a woman. She's holding this large tome in one hand. This is a carved sculpture, and then a sword kind of charging out in the other one. But for all its kind of flair, there's some flair in this town. It looks like there's like actually painted buildings and stuff, which you don't see very often in any of the other places. There aren't a lot of people. It's really quiet. You notice that there is a temple that just happens to be a temple to your god, Chester. There is a flashy looking tavern that says, it has a sign out front that says the original tavern. The original dive. Those are two big things you notice in the square, other than the sculpture. Now we're going to zoom in. One thing we want to cover. Okay, so to wrap up the story of our travels, those were the big high points, and those are the points where we met those people, made some impact along the way. Late, there was something that was going on with you on these last 3 days. What was that?
Sorry, I realized I was muted. Good thing I realized before I went into my explanation.
Mhm.
If anyone was paying attention to Light, he seemed to be repeatedly here, looking towards Enti.
NT wheat thresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, like, there was, like, a glance or two. And whenever we were in, Blank, when we were there,
Yeah.
Late started doing odd jobs around the place.
Okay.
Not getting any money, necessarily, but just doing random odd jobs. That helped out people.
Okay.
Okay. But also furtive glances at NT.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
However, anytime NT would look towards him, he would immediately look away and look at like a tree or something. Whatever was just opposite end of NT.
Gotcha.
Just
This bark is very interesting. Geez,
Yeah.
have you guys seen this bark? It's just like a different kind of tree, or must be moving farther north.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm used to seeing
Looks
a lot
like
of birch.
love.
I'm used to seeing birch, not oak.
Is
Alright,
that
so-
acacia?
So now we're going to zoom in to you guys at the moment. You've walked into Fury's Dive. It's quiet. There's not many people. You see the original Dive Tavern. What would you like to do?
I think we should go and what are we here for? We're here to get down into the crevice, right?
Yeah, you're told that there was a being an entity that needed to be released. Mao has sent you here to release this entity.
Okay.
Now, release can mean many things, correct?
It definitely doesn't mean kill.
Darn.
You got that feeling that it didn't mean kill. They are to help you. You're building some kind of cadre / I wouldn't say army, but you're releasing these things to help you in some kind
A
of common war.
coalition.
A coalition, yes. They are allies to the cause, whatever the cause might be.
Maybe we should stop in the tavern to see who can tell us how to get an expedition down into the hole.
Yeah, so chat, take a crazy, and Plaid, take a stab at what the new town hides. A holy secret. Oh, a big hole. Ha. All right, so you're going to go in the tavern?
There's
Yeah.
an even bigger hole next to the big hole that's been a secret forever.
So you enter this tavern, and it's got like it's almost practically empty. There's maybe like one other table, but there's all this like bric-a-brac faux venturing gear lining the walls of this.
It's a dive bar.
Yeah, it's a dive. It's the original dive.
Yeah.
It's got adventuring gear all over it. It looks like it was like it's the fanciest inn you've ever been in, or tavern.
Yeah.
Literally. When you sit down, you look at it. You could sit anywhere. So this really large dude. He's got a loincloth and like a little horned kind of circlet. He looks out from behind the bar. He goes, "Go ahead, grab a seat wherever." He points to a table nearby. You all sit down, and on the wall there's like leather stuff, leather manacles, a ladder,
Temple pole.
what, a stripper pole?
Right?
No, 10-foot pole.
Oh yeah, 10-foot pole. Yes, yes.
I mean,
10-foot
hey, if
pole.
you want a stripper pole in here, put a stripper pole in here.
Like a
man.
little, like a hammer that you'd use, one of those things you use at climbing, all the kind of shit you would buy. Although when you look at it too closely, you can tell it's maybe like painted wood. It's not actually a real device, but it's all made up to look like it's an adventurous thing. And it's only that the big guy comes around and goes, "How are you doing? I'm Bark. How are you all doing? What brings you to Garrett? Fury's Dive. Are you thirsty? You look thirsty."
We're thirsty for knowledge.
Knowledge. Are you one of those book types?
No. Do I look
When I
like a
used to
book type?
adventure, I would just smash book types all day long.
We
feel-
can tell.
I feel a little worried being near you now, as I slowly reach towards my shovel for self-defense purposes.
Oh
only.
no, he looks over at you like, oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm just pulling your legs. I'll get you some ale. How about that? I used to be an adventurer. You all look like you're adventurers. You smell like adventurers too. I used to be an
Thank you.
adventurer.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
I did not. No. One day I noticed we were spending all our money at all these different taverns, so I thought, let's start our own tavern. And why not in my hometown?
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Maybe we should do that.
The whole adventuring group's here with me.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got our cook. He used to be a wizard. You look like a wizard type. He looks at Lake, gives you a wink. You look like a spell learning type. Got
Yes.
the same pallid pallor. Spend too much time in books.
I like to read.
Yes.
So, since this is your hometown, you must know a lot about it. Is there a way to get into the crevasse?
You want to go in the pit?
Hey,
Yeah.
just because you're a retired adventurer doesn't mean that we have to retire. You know, we're adventurers.
Absolutely. No. You know what? I have somebody who needs to talk to you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And he goes running out the door.
Okay,
Are we that famous already that there's already somebody dying to meet? Do we have a fan club? We need a group name. What's
I'm
our
I'm
gonna
gonna start a jam session right now. It's jam session
This
time.
dude is gonna help herself to some cups and ale and serve everybody since he ran out before he could serve us.
As you start to do that, he comes back in kind of out of breath, and he's got this like portly guy with him who's dressed kind of really nice. Guy comes over, he goes, Brock was just telling me. Yeah, I'm Bark. I just realized, was it Bark? Did I say bark like a dog?
You 100% said bark like a dog, and I was hoping that our dog would bark back at me.
Yeah.
Ruff.
I was under the assumption that he was the entire time.
Actually, real quick, important question. Does Scruffy want ale? Does Scruffy want water?
I don't know.
What is...
Are we
I'm
all
gonna ask
ordering something,
Scruffy.
by the way? Oh, you know what? The guy goes, you know what? Have a round of ale on me. The barbarian dude, Bark, runs off. He says he's going to get you all around and goes off and leaves
Okay.
you with, my name's
Yeah.
Torrance. I'm Torrance. And he kind of puffs himself up. Mayor of this shy little town. Guys, nice to meet you. I heard you might be looking to go into pit. You bit of adventurers. Heroes?
Yep,
that's
us. We already saved a mayor once.
We did do that.
Same. Oh, really? Where was this?
Blank 182.
Oh, down south. You've come
Yep.
from really far down south, huh?
Even further.
Oh, quite the adventurers, quite the travelers. Well, we're having a bit of a problem. As you kind of noticed, there's not many people in town. We used to be a little bit more bustling. A little bit of a tourist spot. That's a word I've coined myself. Tourism. It's when you go visit other places. Kind of like what you do, but not as adventuring. But you want to go there and check out the vibe.
And
People,
what is
relax.
the vibe that you're trying
you
to
know about Galfairy, right? Famous adventurer and chef.
Vaguely.
This was her hometown. You don't know her? You're adventurers? You don't know the adventures of Galfairy? Oh, boy, could I tell you. He starts on this
No.
really
Info.
long story about one of Galfairy's most famous things. He's just going. The Bart comes out. He's got tankards of ale for everybody. Torrance is just going. You gonna just let him go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. He says,
Take a moment,
he goes,
drink up some ale.
well,
Yeah.
when he comes over, Bart goes, "Oh, are you gonna ask about the? Oh, right. Well, we're having some. The reason why the tourism's kind of died off around here is we're having a bit of problem. See, See,
Keep falling down the crevasse.
well,
That would be a problem.
something big lives at the bottom of the pit.
Okay.
Big. Enormous. With tentacles. Massive tentacles. And every 100 years or so, it would crawl out of that damned pit and terrorize the countryside. Then, a gentleman of a priest type, he kind of glances at you, Chester, a priest type of warrior kind of man, decided that, well, he had an idea. And it wasn't the best idea, I'll tell you that, but it was an idea. And see, every 10 years, this thing would come out of the pits and destroy the town or destroy the countryside and feast on us and then go back and hibernate. But this warrior priest decided, like, what if we sacrificed someone to the beast every 10 years? Sure enough, it worked. However, it was our daughters. A daughter. Every 10 years, one of us had to give up our daughter. And I tell you what, after a while, that got to be too much. This is what my daddy tells me anyway, because I guess he'd been alive. I was alive for the first one when I was 10 years old. And then we just had enough. And we forced him and his sect out of town. And they fled, and we think they fled into the pit themselves. But then that was it. We didn't see the beast for a while. But now it's back. But it's different.
Just to confirm, is it 10 years or 100 years? You have said both.
It was 250 years.
Oh,
that,
the third amount of time is always right.
It's not 10 years. So every 100 years, it would come out and do that shit. And then 100 years, about 100 years ago, this warrior priest did it. It was his daddy was telling him the story. His grandfather was telling him the story. Now it's just story. No one... it's part of the past. It's a legend. You scare your kids with it, but it isn't necessarily real. Except for now, it's been about 100 years. The things started coming out. But here's what's different. There's been robed figures with the tentacles that have been seen ravaging farms outside of Guy Fieri's dive. And we started calling them people of the pit, faceless men and cows, walking with the tentacles, ravaging our farmlands and taking things, cows and chickens, livestock and people.
So, like, you just want us to deal with the tentacle? Is that what you want?
Yes. Yes, we're looking for someone brave to go down and stop this. In fact, here he is now. This, brawny guy, not as big as the barbarian, he comes in. He looks like he's got soot on his hands. He's got that smell of iron. A little bit older, though. A little older. Gray in his beard. Comes over. He's, you tell him about it? Mayor's, he is. Name's Bando. My daughter was taken by those freaks. I need to get him back. I need to get her back. Are you all going in the pit?
We were planning on it.
I wanted to swap.
Can I lend you my hammer? And he brings up this hammer, and it catches your eye because it's like onyx black, and there's something just kind of really cool about it. He's like, he sees your eye, and he goes, "It's been in my family for years. I just took it off."
Thanks for giving it to us.
This is the first time I've taken it off the wall. No, I'm coming with you.
Oh, well, you just kind of.
He said the hammer, not you. But I mean,
Yeah.
you're free to come too.
You're like, I hope I can help, and then just presented a hammer to us, like, oh, misleading.
No, if you'll have me. He doesn't charge anything. He just Bando Hearth. He is also level 1. 10 hit points, 13 armor class. He's got the black hammer. It's a
Are
plus
you sure
1.
you want to go down
Just
there?
whisper to everyone, he's gonna die first. He's an old guy.
Yeah, are you sure you want to go on this adventure? Because there's probably a really good chance you're not gonna come back. Is that gonna be worth it?
Like, think about it like this, Boopos. If your raccoons got kidnapped, wouldn't you want to go down and save them?
Okay, fuck yeah, you're in.
All I care about is getting my daughter back. If you'll have me, I'd like to go with you. The mayor goes, if you all are going to go down there, the town of Guy Fieri or Fieri's Dive would be very grateful. I'm sure we could compensate you quite well.
All right. I mean,
we were gonna. That aligns with our plans, you know. Two stones, one bird, and all that.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
What? Two stones, one bird. Let's do it. Bando goes, you know what? You look underprepared. Let's get you over to Smithy and see what I got that could fit you.
All right. We don't have a lot of money. I'm just letting you know that in advance.
You are helping me. Well, I'll give you you're helping me save my daughter. I'll give you a substantial discount.
Oh, okay.
Just to cover the cost.
Don't we have a little?
Is free a substantial discount?
This is a good question. We only have 20 gold.
Yeah, from my personal reference, is 20 gold a lot in this world?
Not really. 20 gold to buy you leather armor.
Okay.
Everybody or just one?
Hey, Chester, just one. 20 gold will buy you one set of leather armor. And DCC is not like Viva, so it's not like a leather helm, leather boots, leather. I broke all that shit up for Viva. So you buy leather armor, you get +2 to your armor class. So here's the deal. You want to roll, Chester, you want to roll a personality check to see if you can haggle this guy to free?
Hell yeah. This is in line with my deity of commerce. The IRS.
The IRS.
The IRS likes getting things for free?
15.
Yeah, they
would.
He goes, you know what? Either I come out with my daughter, I don't come out at all. If I come out with my daughter, you could just, and you come out too, you just give it back. We'll loan it.
We'll get across that bridge when we get to it.
So, when are we going down there? How long do we have before we, have to go down there? Just a standard question.
We're gonna do whatever we want in the town before you guys, and you guys tell me what you want to do. Right now, we're gonna equip ourselves. So if you got an idea late, yeah, Floyd.
How long do my love sack items? It's per uses, right?
Yeah. It's
So we're all getting ready. So I think it's time to call in the love sack. We're gearing up for battle.
Most of the lower ones, if you roll 18 or more, you could get a weapon, but it'll only last the duration of the combat. Everything before that is a use-based thing, so you could use it 1d6 times before it evaporates or blows up or whatever.
Let's try to get the party some armor so we know what we need to work with. So yeah, we're just gonna jam out. I'm gonna call in the love sack.
You know what? Yeah. Here's what I'll say.
Or if you want to make it per battle, I can.
Well, what I was thinking is, anything you get out of this weapons or armor will last until the first combat with it, and then it goes away.
Okay.
That's how we'll do it. Instead of having you cast it before combat.
Okay.
You want to try it now? Let's do it. So it's going to be plus personality, I believe, and I think that's what.
Would it be personality or intelligence?
Let's see, what does elves do? It might be intelligence for elves. Let's see. Halfling and elf. Magic. What the fuck? Oh, I think, you know what? I think it's all. Maybe I'm thinking, maybe spells is until. Okay, let me look at spells. So it's going to be the same for everybody. It's not different for anybody. Jeepus Christ. Okay. Spell checks. Concentration, special. Yeah, it's intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my intelligence is good. My personality is not.
Intelligence
I just
plus
make sure.
caster level. So every time you go up a level, you're going to add. So right now it's +1 plus whatever your intelligence is.
So it comes out of the love sack.
Ooh,
21.
Nice. 21. You get to roll 1d. Okay, you get a 1d24 3 times on the weapons. 71. Let me see.
I'm just writing a ballad to Bud right now. And it has to be very loud because of my mercurial.
So 3d24 is going to determine how many.
Okay. A
It's not gonna
14,
show.
an 18, and a 13. It was just going really slow, so I thought it might have broken.
14, a 13, and an 18?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so you have your sack. Everybody, you hear that large. Is that what's your sound? Do you scream? Yeah, you yell it. Tell us what happens.
Like, get in my love sack! And then Bud descends from the heavens above.
Here you go. Go ahead. Can we hear Bud say, "Here you go"?
Meanwhile, Greed is turning off the voice mod to get into Bud.
Here you go.
You know what we could do?
Is it still in the voice mod?
No.
No.
You know what we could is we could record that and then play it. You should
Okay,
record
I
it.
love
You
that.
should have like Crow. You could do it. Just do it on your end. Just play it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You can also add it to the soundboard
Mm.
on the dungeon.
Can
in
you
Discord.
actually? You can add your own sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous
Yeah.
as fuck. That's awesome.
Yep. Only certain people who have permission to, though.
Mm.
Like me.
All right. So 13 is a longbow.
Oh.
Yep, 13 is a longbow. Who wants the longbow? You get it for one battle.
I can take a longbow.
I have no agility for a longbow.
Okay.
I also don't believe.
I don't
Smite
have
work.
agility either, actually. Do we have any stamina-based weapons?
No.
Because I can fuck somebody up. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. That just means
Wrestling.
you got good. Yeah. Wrestle. That's just hit points.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So the Paladin Smite, it just says you empower the weapon with divine power. I'm assuming that can apply to range as well.
I'm gonna assume yes.
Okay, just double checking. I still don't want the bow.
Who
I
wants
do
the
have
bow?
5 arrows left over that I forgot to write down on the
You
other
don't
sheet
have
that
to
I have
have
in my notes.
As long as you don't have a
Oh, okay.
negative in agility, you don't have to have a plus. You're just gonna be able to shoot people at range. So it's gonna be a longbow, a long sword,
Doesn't have a weapon.
and a short sword. Longbow, long sword, and a short sword. So 1d6, a 1d8, and the longbow is 1d6. It's two-handed.
Anybody who needs weapons, I got some for you now.
I personally already have a long
From
sword.
the bud in the sky.
Let's do it this way. Well, I'll
You know what? I'll grab the short bow then.
Okay. Wait, you mean the short sword?
No,
Or the
bow.
longbow? Okay.
Oh, it's a long bow.
It's a longbow. Yeah, it's a longbow.
You said, I think. Okay.
Well, it's a longbow, long sword, and a short sword.
Longbow, yeah, because I already have a long sword. It's a D6, you said?
Yep, D6. And then might as well do range. It's 70, 140, and 210. And so what that means is there's a bit of a modifier on range. Yeah. I don't know if I ended up
40.
using it or not, but... Oh, yeah, so if it's medium range, you get -2. If it's a long range, you get -1 die, meaning you'd roll a D16 instead of a D20.
So I want to hit it at that 70 range?
Yeah.
Got it.
And then who wants a longsword? 1d8. Anybody can have. Oh wait, who's trained in them? No, that's who. This is.
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Trained in that shiz. I'm gonna guess the Cooper. You're a dwarf. I'm pretty sure you can use a longsword if you want it.
Am I even trained in my fancy weapon I got from the prologue?
It's good.
I'm gonna look at. I got that.
Is
Weapon
it better
training.
than my pitchfork?
It's it's the same as your pitchfork. It's a 1d8. Your pitchfork's 1d8. Elf is trained in use of dagger, javelin, lance, longbow, longsword, short bow. So pretty much everything.
I didn't hear the word axe in there anywhere though.
Oh right, I'm looking at the bard.
Well, here's the deal. You've been trying to get that axe to do something this whole time, and it hasn't done shit. You have not seen the purple flame in weeks.
Out of
Who
character,
has
I know
the-
why, but
Who has the whetstone?
I think it's late.
Late? You there?
I thought I grabbed
I'm
the
here.
whetstone.
Who's got the
Oh.
whetstone? Was it you or?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh,
I was pretty sure I picked it up because I was using it on my shovel.
Oh yeah.
Sure, when you
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Then, like, all right, let's.
And Lich just disappears because he realizes that Late is obsessed with the shovel.
No. You use it to sharpen your shovel, and it starts glowing with purple fire. Yep. And you try it again, and what you've managed to realize is that once per day, because the whetstone went dull, and it lasts about a minute and a half, about 7 combat rounds, and then it would go away. The fire would go away, and you try it again, and it wouldn't work. But the next day, it was like went dark. But the next day, the whetstone was light again, and you used it, and it worked again. So once per day, you can give a weapon plus 1d6 damage. But you're a wizard, Harry. You are a wizard. So that shovel, I don't think you're going to be very good with. If you're untrained with that shit, you have to roll a d10 instead of a d20 to hit.
I specifically got training in using this
No,
shovel.
my
as a
bad. My
weapon.
bad. It's dagger, longbow, longsword, shortbow, short sword, and staff. But you rarely wear armor because it fucks up your spellcasting. You're Gandalf wizards, which I love. So I would say you're good with the shovel.
Yeah.
Because you used it before. You were a gravedigger, weren't you?
I was a gravedigger.
Yeah. So I'd say you're trained with the shovel for sure. So are you gonna have a magic purple flaming shovel? Because that's pretty.
Well,
awesome.
if anybody asks me for the whetstone at this exact moment, they're gonna turn around and see I'm not there.
Oh yeah, right.
But yes,
Okay.
I have a flaming purple shovel.
Okay, just so remember that you've got a whetstone once per day. You can make that, and it lasts about 7 rounds. Okay, so who wants the rest of these? I mean, you guys got to have weapons. Who's got what? Like, okay, so Boople Snoot. What do you got? You got a pitchfork? Okay.
I got a pitchfork. I don't know that I'm trained in anything else, but my stats are kind of abysmal, so.
Let's see, Boople Snoot. What you got going on here? Well, you got a lot of hit points. What are you, Boople Snoot?
Yeah, a thief.
Oh, that's right. You're a thief. Okay. Get out of my way. There we go. Thieves. Let's talk about what thieves can use. I don't know if pitchfork works for you. That's the thing. Blackjack, blowgun, crossbow, dagger, dart, longsword, short sword, sling, and staff. I don't know why you couldn't use this pitchfork, but
It's basically a staff with a pointy end.
pitchforks are going to be two-handed, everybody, and you roll a d16 whenever you roll initiative with a pitchfork, with a two-handed weapon.
Okay.
Do you not want to have a separate? All right, okay, so Booplesnoot's got that. You should go ranged because you don't have a minus or anything with agility.
Yeah.
I can give you the longbow then.
Okay.
You want to do that? Okay, let's give Booplesnoot the longbow. You can keep the pitchfork on your back.
I feel like I should probably give Cooper this cool axe though, because I don't think I'm trained in the axe, and I think dwarves are.
Okay. Yeah, we'll forget the axe in just a second. Longbow, 71.
You want to do a straight up trade? Axe for the pitchfork.
Sure, I'll probably just use one of these longswords I just pulled out though.
Oh, these weapons only last for one battle though, too. So make sure you.
That's true. Yeah.
You got that great axe. Oh, you got a great axe. Yeah, it's kind of. Oh, that's a big axe.
That
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, I think dwarves can, but I know I can't. So
Yeah.
if it was a two-handed sword, I could, but
Cooper,
yeah,
it's
if you
pretty
want
cool.
to, I'll switch.
Okay. It's 1d10. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I think we can. You said we can loan something from this guy. Can I get a two-handed sword from him?
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. So late. We're gonna give you the short sword. You're gonna get a short sword. There's 1d6, and you can flame it up. I was gonna limit the amount of, but yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of weapons that. Well, I was gonna say he's got maybe like one ranged, a couple short swords, and I'll let you two-handed sword sounds fine.
Okay.
Please tell me that the stuff from
1d10.
Bud
Yeah.
melts into nacho cheese after we're done.
It does
Just
now.
like-
Fuck yeah, it does. It
Becomes
does now.
nacho cheese, yeah.
And you said it's 1d16 whenever you use a two-handed weapon, right? For
Yep,
initiative?
For initiative. Yep, because it slows you down a little bit.
Gotcha.
And then so 1d10. Okay, so armor wise, he's got leather for everybody who wants to wear it, and he's got a piece of hide for himself. So leather.
I already have leather, so I'm good.
Okay, I don't think any. Who else has? Let's see. Let's see what Booplesnoot's got. Booplesnoot has no armor, and you're a thief, so I think that works well for you.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody had like rusted chainmail or something.
A banded
Something like
mail
that.
or something, yeah. It's +2. All right, so whenever if you're wearing leather armor, whenever you go to try something agility based, trying to do anything like leap a pit or some shit, you get -1 to it. And then your fumble die is a D8. If you fumble wearing it, you have to roll a D8 on the fumble table. Okay. Okay. But that is 2 armor class, putting your AC at 2, Booplesnoot.
Oh, yeah.
Chester, do you want the leather? You already have leather. Okay.
Well, I was
D8.
just modifying. D8.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your speed either.
Cool.
You got your armor class? Set your armor class.
Yeah.
Cooper,
Sometime, dude.
gonna add some leather armor for you.
Yeet.
Ooh. Yeah. 2 -1 D8. And then so your AC is at 12 as well. Did you guys want to outfit? Yeah, you guys want to probably outfit the NPCs.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
As long as it's free for now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we have to pay them. Yeah.
We still only got 20 golds.
Floyd, In's got himself some. Inti's gonna get herself some. Oh my gosh. Okay. -1 8. Do we want to set for the dog?
Yeah.
Battle armor for the dog! If they have it. I feel like that might not be as common, though.
No, it's not. If I had more time, I'd build some armor for the pooch. But I don't. Alright, Late, you don't wear armor.
Nope.
It'll give you minuses to your spell casting. Mox Brainbreaker will definitely wear some armor. We also could give... I think we have a... Do we have a longsword or short sword left over? We could give one to one of these guys.
I don't.
If we have them left over, we should.
I don't remember who claimed them all. I wasn't paying attention to who was grabbing them.
Yeah. Brainbreaker's got a +1 to strength. Can add a short sword. The other one's got an axe, I think, already. 6. Okay. 2 is 14. He's got an armor class of 14. That's cool. Scrap Fluff is good. Okay. All right.
Wait, I think I found the DCC book, and it says that at first level, an elf can purchase a piece of armor and one weapon that are made of mithril at no additional cost. Is that a thing we're doing?
Where would you have done that?
Yeah, that's why I'm curious about it.
Okay, so do you have the price of mithril?
Expensive.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I was just reading like the class sheets, and it's like, hey, remember, you can't use iron, so at first level you can do this.
Yeah.
Unless you just want to say this happens to be a mithril two-handed sword. I don't really care about the armor.
You know what sucks is they don't give they just talk about mithril. Let me see what I think that's more of a fictional thing. Like I don't see it giving you more than +2, like a
I mean, I'm fine with it just being the exact same as like the normal kind.
Mithril armor weighs slightly less than iron or steel armor, the same type, and can be worn by elf without the pain normally associated with metal armors. All right, so it's almost a fictional thing, but it is a metal armor. So, like you could have mithril scale mail.
I think I'm still fine with my leather. I was just like worried about like the weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because what do you have right now? The
because whatever sword, two-handed sword this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's iron, then that hurts me.
He you know what? Screw it. We'll just make it mithril. It's the only one he's got.
Yeah.
That's like that. You're like, what's that one? You point, and he's like up. He's like, oh, made that a long time for an elf I knew.
I'm a new elf.
Sword came back. He didn't. Yeah, we'll make that.
Jesus Christ.
Just keeping my ducks in a row.
Okay. Late, what are you doing?
Well, whenever everybody else went to the blacksmith, Late went around town and was looking for just random odd jobs to do.
I'd say you found something, and if you want to work the rest of the day, maybe you make 10 silver for the party.
Late does want to work for the rest of the day, but he doesn't want to give it to the party yet.
Oh.
It'll make sense in a little bit.
Okay, I got you.
That's 2 days worth of empty.
Yeah, right. Wow. All right, so you guys are all right, you guys have the the fuck? I'm brain farting on this fucker's name. You guys too, huh? Bando Hearth.
Dad.
I love this name. Bando Hearth. Bando's looks back, he looks at you guys, he goes, I think we're ready
I think we're ready.
to go into the crack.
The boss.
Nice.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Does it have to be called that? And then that's where it ends.
I'm sorry, the pit. I mean the pit. I
Yeah.
used to call it the crack.
Oh. For reasons.
For reasons. So, by the way, a functional thing is the first combat of any adventure, we're gonna roll morale for all the hirelings. It won't be Bando. Bando's gonna tough it out, but the rest of them we're gonna roll, and it's a kind of a 50-50 check. Plus, if they have a wisdom saving throw, they get to add that to it. But they might fucking run. They're like, I fucking didn't sign up for this shit.
Maybe the dog will run, and we don't have to worry about getting hurt.
Oh, it's plus the personality of the one who hired them. Which one of you's got the best personality?
I have a +1.
It's not me. I have -2.
No.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
I've got a -1.
I think it makes a lot of sense to have Chester doing it. Anyway,
Yeah,
the lawful
I would
paladin.
agree.
Getting these people to come.
I do also have the bravery. I can inspire bravery. So
You're also the Lord of your Lord is commerce and all that shit, right?
Yeah, I think
the IRS.
It should be Chester. I vote Chester.
All right, so they get to, when we roll, we get to add your personality modifier to it too. Oh, it's not D100, it's a D20, and they just got to get 11 or more, and they'll stick around. Each
Sweet.
one, including our puppers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's what we're getting tonight. We have
possible for the dog to leave us.
Next week we investigate the pit, and we enter the Yes, and we meet the people of the pit.
Into the pickle pit.
Into the pickle pit. Did we get a new town?
Blink 182 or Blink.
No, there was a new one. Oh, here we go.
Wasn't that
Holy
potato?
site for rock. Nope. Remember?
Oh, there's
the holy one. Holy site for rock climbing. People always falling down this crevasse. Oh, it's.
No, I thought that was the secret of this town.
A new town hides a holy secret. Name and place the town, and what is the secret? So it's a new town.
Got
it. Hey, we were in any battle. Sorry, Plaid.
Caller's Holler.
Caller's Holler. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put shit on the map.
And I don't know what its secret. There's a crevasse there, and people fall into it there. But it's like a small one, and so it's kind of easy to miss. But it's like in the walking path of a lot of people, so they just sort of.
How about wait? It's got an unholy secret, a holy. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a
holy
holy
secret. It's got a sinkhole. Let's say it's got a sinkhole.
It's got a sinkhole, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should throw it next to like the swamp then.
And people climb it. You want to do that? Where's?
Yeah.
Fuck's this? Is that this one? The Herbie Trolls? Is that where the swamp is?
I thought there was another swamp like north.
I think that was the swamp actually. This was the Forest of the Dreaming Badger, and this was the beginning of Kanji.
Oh,
yeah, I think I imagined the
trolls.
swamp. Yeah.
What's up with Hazend? What was going on there?
The mist.
There was like a magical mist and
a bunch of mist. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
All right.
Mystery.
Yeah. Where you guys want it? You want it here, or you want it over in here? Or I got two right now.
I like the way that lined up with like that notch in the tree where it was.
Yeah.
So like it fit right in. It goes in the square hole.
Not the square hole.
Everything goes in the square hole.
No.
It does.
It goes in the square hole.
Yeah.
All right. What was the name?
Calls Holler.
Holler.
The
Hall
triangle
stop.
goes in the square hole.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Oh, here it is. Caller's Holler. Caller.
Caller's Holler. There we go.
And then I wonder if this has got a sinkhole. I mean, it could be that again.
Mm-hmm.
Stamp options. No? How about a hole? Really?
Just make it a whirlpool.
Maybe I search all of it. Plaid. Or not plaid. Hi. Plate armor is pretty expensive. It's very expensive.
Well, you just ruined what I was gonna do. I was trying to keep what I was doing a secret.
Well, I mean, you got 500 gold?
No.
Okay. You know what? We're just going to do this. And
Maybe try basin. That works too. That's good.
let's add it to the list. Caller's Holler. Huge sinkhole.
They wash dishes in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get the materials for the plate armor.
Haha.
What's that?
And the plate armor from the sinkhole.
Because they do the dishes in it. Plate armor.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Good night, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't apologize. I think the dog should get a little hat and a vest. Okay.
Yeah. Every cowboy needs
Nice.
a hat. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut.
All right. Anything we want? Well, here's the deal. Anything else you guys want to do in Guy's Ferry or Fairy's Dive before going into the pit? Or are we just heading into the pit?
I'm ready to just head in.
I think we're strapped up, so I think we're good.
Okay.
We
We
plunge
didn't
the depths.
I did labor for the day while they were all going off getting armor.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to do special for NT with the little bit of money that you have? Or charm?
What I was planning on doing was buying her a set of plate armor.
Oh,
But I was asking you how much it was, that way then I knew how much money I needed to save.
too much. For right.
And then you just completely ruined that by saying plate is...
so sorry. I didn't know why we were being secret.
Don't worry, Pi. I'll forget by next week.
So, I just get the
I
mental
will forget
image.
pretty soon.
I
But
just
then
get the
we
mental
practice it back.
image.
I know.
Late walks into the blacksmith and, whispers, how much is plate armor? Plate armor!
Yeah.
That's basically how it went down.
Bando was like, I'm not giving that away for free. I'm sorry.
No, I was asking the...
You don't even look like you could wear plate armor.
And he's just waving his arms like, shut up, quiet down. And he's just getting louder and louder. Because he thinks it's the opposite.
Funny.
We're going to end on that. I'm gonna fix this too.
Right.
All right, so next week we will be going into the pit.
Into the
pit.
pickle pit.
Into the pit.
Into the pickle pit. Little
Throwback.
here's a little sneak preview.
Ooh,
Into the thick of it.
The pit.
the pit.
It's scary.
It is.
There's probably zombies down there.
There's probably zombies
Most
down
likely.
there.
Most likely. Lots of them.
Yeah.